What's up, boss? How you doing?
Yeah. What's good in the hood?
Just holding it down, trying to take care of business.
Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
Hey everybody, this is Atticus the Death Meller, and I guess you can say that this is going to be the final rant of 2K21. So let's just get it down right away real quick. I'm going to be talking about a certain issue that has been gaining some traction. I didn't feel like actually making a video on it, but then things started to get a little bit interesting on the discussion of this certain situation, and I thought I'd put my cap in it. So I'm going to be talking about the recent incident involving Hasam and Bosh being banned off of Twitch. Now before I get down onto my 2 cents, I just want to give a shout out to my boy SkullRipper4900 over here. He made a similar video on what I am talking about, but he goes in a lot more depth than my dumbass. So Skull, how you doing, man? There may be some stuff that you will disagree on, but hey, sometimes friends have to disagree with each other. So let's just dive right down to it.
Let's find out.
So it's made clear that, if all of you guys know, on the second video of A Person Who Shall Not Be Named, basically I brought out my views on Bosh. Now, Bosh is one of those big, popular, far-left, tanky YouTubers, Twitch streamers that I'm not a big fan of. Now, some of my fans are fans of Bosh, and yeah, they are pretty cool with many of my views, though I've had a lot of views going around in my time. Like, yeah, I've had a lot of views that happen around in the last decade, and as of right now, I'm just like, fuck all, be all. Maybe sometime in the future I might bring out my current political leanings now, but that's just not the point. The point that I'm trying to make here is that Bosh is a guy that I've known for some time, 2 years in the making, and Hasam pretty much on the same kind of views as Bosh, but I would say he's a lot more richer, but has the same type of views as Bosh. Now, I'll talk about it later here on, you know, like tanky socialists becoming the very things they hate, but you know, I'll talk about it later. But essentially, they both got banned on Twitch. Now, essentially, to a lot of people that do not like both of them, a lot of people were, you know, jumping with glee and shit that, you know, fucking Bosh has a platform, take him down. Now, the reason why that both of these streamers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, influencers, I don't know, like political commentators, all that stuff, streamers, whatever you want to call these guys, basically, they were banned off of Twitch for using a racial slur. Now, it's kind of funny because these are types of people that want racial slurs, like anybody that has a following on social media, be banned on all their platforms if they say racial slurs without giving in the context. What was the racial slur they were using? Was it the N-word? Was it the K-word? Was it the G-word? Or was it marijuana? Oops, I shouldn't say that. Oh my god. No! It was cracker. It was cracker. Cracker. Yeah, like basically, they were taken off of Twitch for using cracker.
Don't you stop, you fucking cracker.
Okay.
So, if any of you guys are living under a Dwayne Johnson, I will let you know on the definition of cracker. So, here we go. Cracker, sometimes white cracker or cracker, is a racial epithet directed towards white people, used especially with regard to poor rural whites in the southern United States. Although it can be a pejorative, it is also used in a neutral context, particularly in reference to a native of Florida or Georgia. So, yeah, essentially, like, yes, I am in definition a cracker. I am a cracker, my guy, because, you know, I was born in Florida. So, it's very funny. So, it's funny because, like, I do remember that there is this beer company called the Cigar City Brewing Company in Tampa, in which their white ale is called Florida Cracker. So, I haven't seen them go around their shelves, so I guess I'm pretty sure they got the same treatment as Twitch. So any of my Floridians who are, you know, love the Florida Cigar Brewing Company, let me know in the comments below. But I'm pretty sure I have never seen any sales of Florida Cracker white ale, wheat ale at any grocery stores. Who fucking knows? But yes, I did like it. But essentially, what I'm trying to get over here, cause yeah, honestly, I'm not offended. I'm not offended at all whatsoever. Even though these are guys I disagree with, you know, Tankies, even if they were using it in a derogatory term towards me, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't be offended at all whatsoever. Like why? Well, it's very simple. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy that recently last year fully acknowledged that I have white privilege. So yeah, there's that. Many of you could disagree, many of my friends could disagree, but yes, I can acknowledge that I have white privilege. But what I'm trying to say here is that no, I am not offended at all whatsoever over the term cracker, even honky, even, yes, even white trash. I am not even offended by those terminologies. I'm not even offended by cracker. I'm not even offended by the term honky, white trash. Like, because, you know, I call most of the people, like white people that are like raging racist, bigoted people, I call them honkies. Call them crackers. That's all they really are. So it's funny because, like, I mean, I said honky and cracker on my Death Metal Historian episode on Wilmington, and yet where's my band? Where's my band? But oh, I guess I'm just an obscure YouTuber, am I? Pretty much. But yes, like, the only people that are offended by the terms cracker, honky, or white trash would be that of basically just, the conservative right-wing types that are like, that is the cracker, that is racist, I'm so oppressed, oh my god. No, you're not oppressed. You're not oppressed whatsoever. You're not being victimized. You're just dumb. Just stop. And I know most people are gonna say like, well, Atticus the Death Metaler. You talk about Holodomor. Atticus the Death Metaler. I mean, you're Irish. You do remember on how badly the Irish were during the potato famine and stuff? Yes, there was rampant racism towards the Irish. But you know what? During the turn of the 20th century, the stereotype of us being fucking drunkards was put to rest when they fully integrated and became part of the great American melting pot. Do we see like, ye Irish need to play at the job of... No. No, you don't. As far as I know, I still see some institutional racism towards blacks and Hispanics, Latinos. That is all I pretty much see. Like, I'm being fair over here. I'm being fucking fair over here. Like, there is no reason why that I should ever be offended by the term cracker, because historically, yes, my ancestors have had some form of oppression here and there, but I'm not being oppressed right now. That's the thing. I mean, even if Bosh and Hasam, even with their intentions of calling me cracker in a joking or a very derogatory term, I just laugh it off. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Now, with what Skull Ripper said on his video, Hassan was being like literally derogatory towards white people. And so there's the whole context that Skull Ripper brought out. Bosh, on the other hand, it's kind of funny because like a lot of people who are simps over to Bosh, they say, nah, he's joking, he's joking. Like a lot of stuff that he's said, they always come around saying that he's joking. Well, but when we talk about a certain boy from Scotland with the pug. Oh, that's just blatant racism. That's just absolute blatant fucking racism. But no, Bosh gets a pass because, you know, he's on the right side of history. Am I right? Am I right? I'm just saying. But I will say what would offend me the most. Now, I'm pretty sure you saw the whole dumpster fire in the comments of my last video on a certain individual that should not be named. But I will say that my boy Shades, he's a guy that's been very, very critical onto a lot of stuff that I point out. He is my biggest critic, and sometimes he goes down the hammer on me. And this time, one of his criticisms was really harsh, and it did hurt my feelings. Calling me a hypocrite. And I will indeed say, I was really upset over that. I was really upset, and my feelings were hurt. I know, surprise. My feelings were really hurt. I was very offended. But, is he wrong? No. Said I made a promise that I wouldn't make a video on a certain someone, and I broke that promise. Therefore, I'm a hypocrite. And the worst thing about it, I did this to myself. I own up to it. I own up to it. Now, I know I'm being all personal over here, but this is just, you know, a certain example of what I'm trying to bring out. Because calling me a cracker, a honky, calling me white trash doesn't offend me. But calling me a hypocrite does. It hurts me. And I'm human. Like, words do hurt. I'm gonna be for real over here. I will talk about words later down the line next year, but you know, the whole terminology, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Bullshit. That word in particular hurt me. It did. I'm gonna be honest. It did hurt me. But, unlike most people, I'm not going up in arms demanding Shades to be canceled because he hurt my feelings. No. Because sometimes, very harsh criticism, especially towards your friends when they hurt you the most, is most needed. But I know I'm talking about like words because somehow like cracker hurts white people, but no, it doesn't hurt me. And now we're getting to the funny portion of this video. I'm sorry to be all little melodramatic over here, but essentially what is really funny is that these types of people like Hasam, Bosh, and these other groups of people, they are so adamant and so vitriolically passionate into going around to all these platforms saying, hey, if any influencer or streamer brings out any derogatory racial slurs on all your platforms, you gotta give him the ban hammer. You gotta give him the ban hammer. Like, you gotta give him the ban hammer. And once, you know, the people that they dislike, you know, are up in arms saying, oh my god, I'm being banned, they all go like, well, it's a private company, they can do whatever they want. And then this happens to them, and they're going all, well, what is this, why did I get banned? I just said cracker. Like, I mean, white people, like, you can't be racist towards white people. Like, cracker is the racial slur, they're privileged. You can say all that shit towards white people. Well, they're a private company, so they can do whatever they want. I'm just using your logic over here. That's just the funny thing. It's the whole classic tale of be careful what you wish for. Because when you start demanding all this stuff, it will almost always bite you in the ass. It's true. It's really true. Like, I've been recently watching a docuseries on Netflix on the Einsatzgruppen ever since I made my death metal historian on Oscar Del Venga. Yes, that was a video that was mentally exhausting to make, but I'm glad that all of you tuned in. That's not the whole point. The point is that the Einsatzgruppen, on their mission to do the Holocaust of bullets, they didn't do it themselves. They had pretty much Lithuanians, Latvians, Belarusians, and Ukrainians that were loyal to the Third Reich that basically hated communists and Jews. They're like, hey, we want to be with you guys. And the Nazis were like, oh, you could be with us for now. And their original point was just to keep them there, and then later on, they would take care of them. So it would be like, what are you doing? I thought we were bros. Nah, you were just a means to an end, my guy. Now go to the ditch, yeah? That's pretty much how I view the whole stuff with all these Tankies, Hasam and Bosh, basically demanding the shit, and then it bites them right back in the ass. That's what's funny. Though, do I believe that Hasam and Bosh should be banned off of Twitch? Absolutely not. As I've stated on my second video on He Who Shall Not Be Named, I do believe that people like Richard Spencer and Bosh should be open to say whatever they want. And I should be open to point and laugh at both of them. Now, I definitely forgot to leave this out on my video. I forgot to record on my camera, but I need to ledge this in on this video right over here. So I mentioned earlier before on how I find it so funny that the socialists, like the Tankies socialists, far left people, and a lot of people have the same views on, which is they hate the rich, they want to eat the rich, and then, they all for free healthcare, free education, affordable housing. It's the stuff that, basic human rights that I'm all down for. I mean, Scandinavian countries do it a lot better than us in America. I'm just being for real over here. But I find it so funny that these same types of people that are all eat the rich, then become the very things that they hate. And it's funny when I point this all out, and I have the same people that are all eat the rich and all this other shit about tax the rich, eat the rich, fuck rich people, fuck Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, especially Elon Musk. But then when the same people that say that stuff and then they become richer, rich, then they automatically sip and defend them, saying well, he earned that stuff, man. He earned it. It's all of his hard work. If you guys want to be consistent, be fucking consistent. It's like that quote that Harvey Dent said in The Dark Knight.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
That is all I gotta say. Proceed. Because Richard Spencer, I'm pointing and laughing at Richard Spencer for being a horrifically ignorant and bigoted and vile individual that embraced an ideology that is just so vile and just disgusting. And it's funny to me because he's just such a cretin. And I'll point and laugh at Bosh because he's a pretentious idiot that thinks he's on the moral high ground when, yes, most left-leaning people wanting to make the world a better place, but they're almost always so fucking pretentious. It's just so funny. It is just so fucking funny to me. That's how it is. And, you can all laugh at me for being a fucking fence sitter. Look at that fence sitter, he's probably a low-key Nazi. And that is why the free market of ideas should always be treasured on the internet. Always, always, always. So, that is all I really gotta say. I mean, yeah, Bosh, I don't like Bosh. Hasam is kind of a cretin, but they should still have their fucking platforms, and Twitch really needs to stop being a bunch of fucking ding-dongs here and there, because I know that Skull Ripper has Twitch, Felix Wolf now with his wrestling name, Sid Clayton, he has a Twitch. Who knows if next year I may have a Twitch. Who knows? So what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on this whole thing? Do you like Bosh? Do you simp for Bosh or Hasam? Do you think that what Hasam said was correct? Do you think what Bosh said was correct? Are they morally superior Tankies than I am? Leave it all down on the comments below. Now before I end this video, I just want to say, yes, an end of the year video is going to be happening very soon. I will be editing this as of right now, after shooting this. Things have been going crazy. Things have been going really crazy. Recently, I attended my brother and my now sister-in-law's wedding 2 weeks ago in Charleston. So it was just an amazing and beautiful ceremony. I'm pretty sure all you guys saw it on my Instagram. I am just really glad that I now have a sister in my life, and you know, it was a beautiful ceremony, and I will be celebrating with her and now my new in-laws as soon as I get off work, and also make my end of the year video. So guys, I really appreciate it sticking around after all these years, and stay tuned for the end of the year video and more videos to come in the next year. Without further ado, ladies and gents, I am Atticus the Death Metaler. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel. Links are down in the description below. Keep it metal. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Have an excellent and blessed day, y'all. Prost.